Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader here for Mr. Topstep with your Tuesday morning pre-market webcast. Hope everybody has been well. I took a little bit of a vacation before my kids headed back to school, and I am back on the desk and ready to go. Daily chart of the ES here, and what I'm noticing, let's talk about this first, and then we'll zoom in and look at the 15-minute chart. But the thing that jumps out at me, I got back from vacation day before yesterday, and I pulled up my charts, and the first thing I noticed is how tight these Bollinger Bands are on the daily chart of the ES. And that tells me that all this trading here is a lot of uncertainty. And basically we're trading between 1414 on the upside and 1393 on the downside. So basically we've been trading in a 20 handle range, which is fine for trading. It's fine for an intraday trade. You can get some decent swings, but as far as multi-day moves, we're setting up for something big, and there's a lot on the horizon. You've got some decisions to be made in Europe. You've got the election here coming up in November, and you've got some very tight Bollinger Bands that are going to resolve themselves right here in this 1400 to 1405 area. And what I'm going to be watching for in the next few days, and what I'm going to be watching out for and talking about with my subscribers, is how price interacts with the middle band here, which is this green line, and whether the green line acts as resistance or whether it can become support. And as we move to the 15-minute chart, we're kind of bumping on the 9-day pivot, and we're currently trading 1404. Now, daily and 3-day pivots are locked in at 1404.17. They're identical this morning, and for those of you that have followed my webcast for a while, you know that price tends to be a magnet to those levels. So if we get a big push up off of the open today, I would expect price to come back down to 1404, and that could set up a nice bounce support long trade for you. Conversely, if we trade lower off the open today, you could expect price to gravitate back to 1404. So you can play 1404 from either side, long or short, expecting price to move back to that area. If 1404 proves to be resistance as a double top today, or proves to be support as a double bottom at some point, you really need to take note of that as a signal as to what the overall move is going to be for the day, if we even get an overall move for the day. So the market is trading very, very indecisively right now. That's really what this daily chart is trying to tell us. So, no real big bets. I've been swing short my whole vacation. Full disclosure, I've been swing short, and I've had my subscribers swing short the entire time I was gone, the full 10 days. I'm swing short from our cost basis is 1405. We've taken profits down at the 1395 area twice, and we're still holding a substantial part of the position, and I'll continue to trade around it within this 20 handle range. But I'm going to be watching it very carefully as these Bollinger Bands resolve. So for me right now, the 20-day moving average middle Bollinger Band is the key. So no big bets, and watch and see how things resolve. Trade things intraday, and watch that 1404 area, because that is the area of the double pivots. Let's do support and resistance. Current trade 1403 half. Let's do the downside first. Got 1396, 1393, 1389.70, 1387, 1383, and the 50-day exponential moving average 1382.40. On the upside, 1404.17 double pivots, 20-day pivot above at 1405.58. Then you've got the middle band at 1406.24, and a fib level that comes in at 1406.93. So you've got a real band in there from 1404 to 1407. So if we're trading in the 1404 to 1407 range today, just be mindful of where we are. And if you're getting chopped up, understand why. There's a lot going on in there, and there's a lot for people to be leaning on in both directions. So don't get torn up. Above 1407, we've got 1408 quarter, which is your 9-day pivot, and then I've got 1412. So everybody have a fantastic day. Mike Vacchi, Princeton Trader. I'll be back tomorrow morning with another webcast. I'm back from vacation, ready to go. I will see everybody tomorrow morning. Trade them well, everybody.